Erin, where the hell are ya? My mum wants you home immediately. She's been looking for you forever.
Hi, Nick. Do you know what Anne needs from me? Or are you home with her? I thought you were going to be out late tonight.
Of course I'm not home yet. I'm still at work. She's been calling me to ask where the hell you are. You haven't been keeping an eye on your phone, have you?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize she's been calling me so many times. I've been driving.
Why the hell are you not home with her? You know you're responsible for taking care of your handicapped mother-in-law. Why can't you even keep track of your calls? I always have to tell you what to do. Get it together, woman. I told you I won't tolerate any slacking from you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't slacking. I did tell her that I was going out for groceries. Perhaps she forgot that I told her. Do you know why she needs me so urgently? I know she needs help sometimes, but it's not like she needs me every second, even when I am home. She was walking around the house just this morning, too.
Excuse me? Are you talking back at me? Do you have a problem with my mother?
No, I don't have a problem, but I'm just telling you. Who else is going grocery shopping if I don't? I can't take care of your mother while doing 100% of the chores around the house. It's impossible for me to do everything perfectly.
Do you think you're allowed to slack off? I don't think so. You know, you have a seriously low standard. Do you have no sense of responsibility? It's your job to take care of my mum and the house. Do your role. So do your job. If you're the only one who can get groceries, then do it fast while my mum's asleep.
Nick, you never help me with anything. You don't understand how much I do. Besides, your mom is so angry all the time. Do you know how tired I am, both physically and mentally?
How tired you are. I work day and night to feed all of you. You get to do the easy stuff, so stop complaining. Bet my mum's angry all the time because you're so useless. But it's a good thing if she can release her stress by yelling at you. At least she knows how to manage her stress.
Well, I don't know what to say. Anyway, why does Anne need me? Is everything okay?
Oh, she's hungry. She needs food. You need to get back and make her something.
Now? She just had some fruits before I left. I'm not done with the groceries yet. And I still need to run some errands before heading home.
Why the hell should I care? Stop complaining and do as she says. Taking care of her should be your top priority. She's asking you to cook, then shut up and just do it.
You two are being impossible. Listen to yourself, Nick.
It's your job. That's what you signed up for, so get on with it. Do you understand? Go home now and make her something to eat.
Fine, I will. I'll get back as soon as possible.
Where's Carrie, by the way?
She went to babysit right after school. She said she won't be back until late tonight.
Babysit? Why isn't she studying? She's the one who started saying she wants to go off to college. She should be studying her ass off instead of playing around with kids.
She is studying, Nick, very hard. In fact, she studies as soon as the kids go to bed. Don't worry, she knows what she's doing.
I'm the one paying for all the tests and application fees. I'll not be happy if she gets a bad score on the next set. And I'm not wasting any more money if she does poorly.
I said she is studying, Nick. Please don't say anything like that to her directly. It would only hurt her so much if she heard you say such things. You don't know how hard she pushes herself.
It's not just her who needs to work hard. You remember our promise, don't you? If you don't care of my mum or do all the chores right, I will not pay for her college. Do you understand?
I do. You don't have to remind me. Please, just don't say anything to her. I will keep my promise.
Fine then. Just go home right now and make my mum something to eat. If she throws a fit, it's all on you. Erin, is Carrie home already?
No, she's at the store working today. Why, is everything okay?
No, not everything is okay. What the hell was up with her this morning? She completely ignored me. How can she be so disrespectful to her own father?
Nick, you were being unfair to her too, though. You were persuading her to take care of your mom, although you were watching TV, and she was clearly getting ready to leave. I told you I will handle your mother. You shouldn't have been so pushy with her.
She didn't have school today. Wherever the hell she was headed, it shouldn't have been more important than my mum.
I told you last night she had a morning shift today. She is very busy shuffling between her part-time job and studying while also keeping up with schoolwork. I wish you would be a bit easier on her. Why did you ask her to take care of Anne today anyway? You know I will do it myself.
'Cause Mum said she wants Carrie, not you. Poor Mum. She just wants to spend time with her granddaughter. But Carrie acted so rude to me and just brushed me off. It was unacceptable. It's your fault, you know. What did you do? Raise Carrie into a twisted teenager like that? Have you not taught her to respect her father?
Nick, Carrie is a sweet girl, but she's also very busy. She studies every day and works hard so that she can support herself a bit. She has a lot on her plate for a 17-year-old. Did you even bother to ask if she was available to help today before pushing your mom onto her? Because from what I saw, you didn't. You have to listen to her first, Nick.
Seriously, Erin. You blaming me for her attitude? Who the hell do you think you are? To think of it, she gets it from you. You don't understand your position in this family. That's why Carrie's confused about hers. You two need to get your priorities straight very quickly. I'm fine not paying for college, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't threaten her that you won't pay tuition. I will talk to her about this matter and make sure she understands to respect you. That'll be enough, right?
Excuse me? Why do you think you get to decide what's enough for me and what isn't? That's not the right attitude to ask for forgiveness, is it?
I'm sorry, I will rephrase myself. I will make sure to talk to Carrie, so please forgive her.
Is that it? Don't you have anything more to say?
I am happy to do whatever you want me to. I am at your service, and your mother, of course. So please use me instead of Carrie.
Well then, I'll let Carrie off the hook for now. But there's no next time. If she disrespects me like that again, I'm serious about not letting her go to college. I'll not spend a dime on such a rude child. But I meant myself clear.
Yes, Crystal. I won't let it happen. Just please leave her at peace.
As long as she understands her place, I won't. But like I said, it's all on you now, Erin. She'll be the one to pay if you don't teach her right. She's not a toddler anymore. Carrie needs to understand that she'll embarrass herself if she doesn't learn the correct manners. So you better set a good example and make sure she gets it.
Yes, sir. Nick, why aren't you picking up my calls? Please reply as soon as you see this message. I'm sorry to say, but your mother passed away.
What? This some kind of bad joke? Where is she now? What the hell happened?
You should sit down for a second. We're at the hospital in town. Do you think you can get off work to come see her?
Sit down? What am I supposed to chill out after hearing my own mother's dead? Why the hell are you so calm anyway?
I'm sorry that you're upset. We've known that her time was coming, though, Nick. The doctor spoke to you, too. She has been doing well recently, but you knew her body could have given in any time. It's very unfortunate that it came a lot quicker than expected. She collapsed at home out of the blue. It was sudden, but we've been alarmed.
Why didn't you call me when she collapsed?
I did, as I am sure you remember. But you just yelled not to call during work hours and hung up. You didn't even bother to ask why I was calling. Even when I messaged you about your mom being taken to the hospital, you just messaged back saying I was responsible of taking care of her and brushed me off.
What? That's because you didn't make it clear that she was dying. Besides, how can you be so cool about it? I mean, my mum is dead.
I'm sorry if I seem cool. But I guess I have been around her enough to know that she wasn't going to be long. And now that she has passed, I guess I kind of lost my tension. It's been quite tough for me these past couple of months taking care of her.
How dare you, Erin? You saying it's good that she's gone? Because you'll get it easy now.
No, of course not. I'm just saying I'm burnt out.
I bet you mean that you're glad she's gone now. She's only trouble to you, wasn't she? I know you've always despised her. You must be dancing right now. You are such a bitch.
If you must think of me like that, then help yourself. I don't have the energy to argue for myself right now, so are you coming to the hospital or what?
I beg your pardon. What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you have an attitude with me? There's something seriously wrong with you, Erin. I bet you're probably the reason why my mum's dead now. Don't you feel responsible for what happened at all? Shouldn't you be apologising to me for not being there to save her?
Apologize to you? The only thing wrong about this situation is your attitude, Nick, not mine. All you've been doing since you found out that your mother passed away is complain about me. If you care about your mom at all, stop messaging me and just come to the hospital already. She is gone, but I'm sure she would appreciate you by her side. Or are you too busy for her?
Cut it out, woman. Enough. Don't act like you know better than me. You know what? I'm sick of talking to you. You do no good for me or my mum. Anyway, I'm heading there now.
Yes, please do. She would be pleased.
Shut up. Don't you dare speak on behalf of her. You know nothing about her. She's so useless, it's unbelievable. I have to think about her funeral now, because I can't let an irresponsible person like you handle her ceremony.
I will apologize if my attitude has bothered you that much, but let's fight later, Nick. Now is not the best time. You know we'll have to shuffle things around to send her off appropriately.
So you want to scold me now? I don't need you to tell me that. I get a headache talking to you. Anyway, I'm getting in my car now. I'll have you follow my directions regarding the funeral and all the other paperwork. You will do exactly as I say. Do I make myself clear?
Sure. I will stay by her side until you arrive then.
This is a nightmare. Everyone is calling me for an explanation about what our daughter did at the funeral. Especially my uncle. He's furious. You know, keeping him happy is top priority for me. This is all your fault, woman. It's because you didn't raise her right. Why do I have to pay for your failure?
This must be about Carrie laughing at the funeral. Honestly, I never dreamed she would do such a thing. I was completely shocked.
So was I. I mean, the girl was nearly choking from laughing so hard. What the hell is wrong with her? Is she on drugs or something? I've never been so embarrassed in my entire life.
You better have slapped her for what she did. I've spoken to her about it. She told me why she was laughing so hard in front of everyone. She's at home now with me. I am so sorry for what she's done.
Your apology means nothing to me. How are you going to make it go away, huh? Everyone thinks I'm a horrible father and son for letting that happen. She ruined my reputation.
Well, I can't make it go away, obviously. What's done is done. You'll have to live with it.
Excuse me? What the hell? Erin? Do you understand the seriousness of all this? You should feel responsible. This is your fault. I will not let her get away with this, I swear.
Well, what are you going to do?
I disown her. I no longer accept her as my daughter. How can she act so ridiculously at her own grandmother's funeral? The child is evil. She's old enough to get a part-time job, so she must be able to take care of herself. I'm kicking her out of the house, as of today. You have to tell her to pack her things.
Are you being serious?
Of course I am. She doesn't pack her stuff, then toss everything out the door. I refuse to live with an evil child. She's not my daughter anymore. Don't let her in the house, even if she tries to come back.
Okay, I can understand why you wouldn't want to live with her anymore. What happened was indeed inappropriate. I will let her know that she will no longer be living with you.
I thought you would whine for her forgiveness. I guess you finally come to your senses. Well then, get on with it now. Shoo the evil child out of my house.
Oh, but it's not her who's being kicked out of the house. You are. Carrie and I will be living in this house alone from here on. You are no longer welcome, so please don't come back.
What? Are you crazy? What the hell are you talking about?
Why don't you understand? There's nothing strange about what I'm saying. But in case you have forgotten, let me remind you that this house belonged to my parents before we moved in. I am the sole current owner of this property. So legally, you don't have any right to kick anyone out, but I do. The only crazy thing about this is that I didn't kick you out sooner.
What? No. Why on earth would you kick me out? I've done nothing wrong. Carrie is the one in trouble right now. We were just talking about kicking her out because she was acting ridiculous at my mother's funeral.
I don't think she's in any trouble. In fact, we are the ones to blame. Don't you see, we broke her, Nick, to the point where she would lose herself at her grandmother's funeral. We are responsible, not her.
What are you trying to get at, huh?
Nick, why do you think she was laughing so hard at the funeral? Have you even thought of why she would do such a thing before calling her evil?
How the hell should I know? All I know is she has absolutely no manners, and that is not on me. It's on you for not raising her right.
All right, fine then, you can blame her manners on me. But that is not the reason why she did what she did.
Well, what was it then? Go on, just tell me.
She was laughing because she knew that I wouldn't suffer anymore.
What? Suffer?
That's right. You have no idea how ashamed I am of myself right now. All this time, I have tolerated you and your mother's nonsense because I wanted to protect her. I wanted her to go to college if that's what she wished to do. So I had to cling on to you to pay for the fees.
See, you're such a loser. You admit that you can't do anything without me.
Call me whatever you please, but that's not the point. You see, she never wanted me to tolerate the bullying. All she wished for is that I live in peace. I never knew that's how she felt for years. I told myself I was doing everything for her, but she didn't need any of my protection because she is a strong and smart girl.
Oh, boo-hoo. You want me to cry a river for you? All that stupid drama is between you and Carrie. That has nothing to do with me. You choose to live the way you do. There's no reason to kick me out.
Well, there is now. You're right that I have to choose to live the way I do. But from now on, I will be wiser and do whatever I think is best for both myself and Carrie. So for starters, I am kicking you out. I will not tolerate any of your bullying anymore. Because now I understand that being a slave to you only hurts Carrie.
Cut the crap. Now, you can't kick me out. Who do you think paid for your living all this time? You'd be on the streets if it weren't for me.
Listen to yourself, Nick. Don't you realize how poisonous you are? You don't treat me with any respect. I don't ever want to be around such a person. So I am filing for divorce.
Divorce? Seriously, Erin, who the hell do you think you are? I'll never allow that to happen. Do you understand?
No, I don't. Frankly, I don't care about what you would or wouldn't allow. It's really not up to you anymore anyway. All I know is that I wish for Carrie and I to live in peace without you. I will leave it up to the law now on how that will happen.
So you're serious, huh?
Of course I am. It is clear in my mind that I can no longer be your wife. When was the last time you treated me like I'm your wife anyway? You're not even nice to Carrie, so there's no reason for us to keep you.
Keep me? You got some nerve to say that. I don't think you understand that I'd never pay for a college if you file for divorce. Is that what you want? For Carrie to pay for your mistake? What an horrible mother. You're going to snatch her dream in exchange for your freedom.
You should stop underestimating her. She is so much smarter than you think. Carrie is so mature. She does not need our help anymore.
What do you mean she don't need our help? Of course she does. How else is she going to pay for school?
Do you know why she's been taking on so many shifts at her part-time job? Or why she's been babysitting all her teachers' children? It's because she's been saving money to pay for her tuition, so that she doesn't have to depend on you anymore. She's been doing the impossible so she could free me and herself from you.
She's been saving money for college. Sure, that's not possible. All she has is a skimpy part-time job that don't pay much.
You're right. She hasn't saved up enough to pay for 4 full years. But once I get a divorce from you, you will have to pay me my divisions. And on top of that, I will be asking for consolation money. That will be more than enough for me to cover the remaining amount. So threatening her that you won't pay for her tuition won't mean anything.
Consolation money? Why the hell do I have to pay you consolation money? If at all, I'm the one who should be asking you for divorcing me out of the blue.
Don't act stupid, Nick. You know you have no chance of getting away from what you've done to me. You have morally harassed me all these years with your mother. It's too bad she's not around anymore to pay her part. And by the way, consolation money is just one small part of my revenge, so be prepared.
What? Erin, what on earth are you planning to do?
I am going to ruin your precious reputation. We owe an explanation to your family members who were at the funeral anyway, don't we? Especially to your favorite uncle, who is so important to you, right? So I'm going to tell them the truth of why Carrie acted the way she did. Because what she did was wrong, but that doesn't mean she's a bad person. So by telling the truth to your family kills two birds with one stone for me. 1, I get to ruin you, and 2, I save my daughter's dignity.
No, don't you dare. Why would you do such an horrible thing? I just lost my mother. I'd lose everyone else if you tell them I've been bullying you. How can you be so cruel to me?
I realize I've been protecting Carrie the wrong way as a mother, but I finally know how to make things right. And that is to keep you away from Carrie. In order to make that happen and to keep it that way, I will do anything.
I don't believe any of this. You are insane. I lost my mum, I'm being divorced, I'm losing my money, and on top of it all, you want me to lose everyone else. What else do you wish? For me to die alone?
Frankly, yes, that's what I want. You have been a horrible father and husband. You treated us like trash, Nick. Now it's your turn to understand what it feels like to be treated like trash. Shortly after, I was able to get a divorce from Nick, thanks to the help from his family who found out what Carrie and I have been going through for years. Carrie's reputation was saved among the family, and she even got a few offers to help out if she needed. Nick's uncle, who is a very powerful man, was especially understanding and even apologized for how his sister and nephew has treated us over the years. I don't exactly know what he did to make Nick obey, but he put a lot of pressure on him that he ended up giving in to what Carrie and I requested without much fight. He did try to lower the consolation money, but since I had all the messages saved on my smartphone app, I was able to prove his brutal treatment towards me. In the end, he gave up and signed the papers to pay exactly what I had asked for. My lawyer suggested to ask for child support aside from the consolation, but Carrie firmly refused to go to school on his money. She argued that the consolation money was what he owed me, so if I wanted to pay for her tuition out of it, it was my choice, which she would gratefully accept. But she did not want to feel like she owed her father for anything, so we decided not to go after child support. After paying me my divisions on top of the consolation money, Nick didn't have anything left. I heard rumors that he is living a miserable, lonely life with no friends or family. I don't feel sorry for him because I truly believe that he only got what he deserves. Carrie and I still live in the house passed down from my parents. About a year after the divorce, she chose and got into a competitive college close enough for her to commute from home so that we can save more money. She enjoys campus life to the fullest, having made new friends and learning so much already. Despite having a rough childhood, she has become a wise and caring young adult, and I am so proud to have such a daughter. I've made the mistake of hurting her by letting people bully me, but that won't happen again. Like I said to Nick, I will do anything to keep her safe and happy as long as I live.